The Seattle Mariners are currently 48 games into their 2025 season, which is 29% of the way through the season. They are currently 28-20. They are first place in the American League West, 3.5 games above the Astros and the Rangers, and they have 2 legitimate Cy Young contenders this year. Via ESPN's 2025 Cy Young predictor for the American League, Andrés Muñoz is currently ranked 2nd, and Bryan Woo is currently ranked 5th. We're going to get into both of these guys' stats so far on the season, but the CYP is actually a formula. The CYP, or the Cy Young points, equals 5 times inning pitch divided by 9, minus earned runs, plus strikeouts divided by 12, plus saves times 2.5, plus shutouts, plus wins times 6, minus losses times 2, plus VB. And VB is a victory bonus, which is a 12-point bonus awarded for leading your team to the division championship. So to clarify, the CYP is not like a probability of them winning the Cy Young, but it is an actual formula that will build up over the season, so it will go much beyond just the 100 mark. Now, you do have to take the ESPN CYP with a grain of salt because it looks like it favors relievers over starting pitchers. Last year, Emmanuel Clase finished with the highest CYP in the American League. It also had Kirby Yates and Josh Hader in the top 4 of CYP, but it was Tarek Skubal who actually took home the Cy Young for the AL last year. And last year in the NL, it was Chris Sale that took home the Cy Young, but this CYP here had Ryan Helsley with the highest score, with Robert Suarez, Raisel Iglesias, and Tanner Scott also in the top 7. And in 2023, this is the same case as well, as actually Felix Bautista had the highest CYP by a decent margin, but it was Garrett Cole that actually won the Cy Young. And in the NL that year, it was Devin Williams who had the highest CYP, and yet it was Blake Snell who ranked 5th in CYP who won the Cy Young in the National League. So far, Max Fried for the Yankees is in first place with 78.8. Casey Mize is behind Munoz by a bit. Hunter Brown is right behind Casey Mize, and then Bryan Woo is right behind Hunter Brown. The only other reliever on this list in the American League currently is Will Vest for the Tigers. And the only true reliever on the National League side of things is Jose Alvarado for the Phillies, but he was actually just suspended for PEDs for 80 games. Starting off with Andrés Muñoz, Senor Smoke, the best closer in baseball. Over his first 22 appearances on the year, the reigning AL reliever of the month is sporting a 1-0 record, a league-leading 16 saves, with a sterling 0.00 ERA. That is right, he has not given up a single earned run over his 21 2/3 innings on the year. He currently is sporting a 0.74 whip, an opponent's batting average of 113. He has an 11.63 strikeouts per 9 and a 3.32 walks per 9. Over his innings logged, he has 28 strikeouts to 8 walks, and 2 of those walks were intentional. He's allowed just 8 hits so far on the year, which is an average of 3.32 hits allowed per 9 innings. He's not given up a home run, and he is 16 of 18 in save opportunities. Those 2 blown saves were both unearned runs due to the ghost runner and extra inning situations. Munoz currently leads MLB relief pitchers with 1.9 wins above replacement via Baseball Reference, and his 1.9 BWAR is currently 10th among all pitchers in baseball. Also, his win probability added of 2.4 is currently leading all pitchers in baseball. So what are the odds that Andrés Muñoz actually wins the Cy Young? Well, when you look at the history of the Cy Young Award, it is a very low chance. Since the inception of the Cy Young Award back in 1956, there's only been 9 relievers to win this award. And the most recent reliever to win a Cy Young was Eric Gagne back in 2003 for the Los Angeles Dodgers. He converted all 55 save opportunities that season with a 1.20 ERA and 137 strikeouts in 82 1/3 innings pitched. So this year will make it 22 years since the last time a reliever has won a Cy Young. Prior to Gagne, there was an 11-year gap back when Dennis Eckersley of the Oakland Athletics won this award in 1992. He won both the Cy Young and the MVP that year. He had a 7-1 record with a 1.91 ERA and 51 saves in 65 appearances. So the last reliever to win this award was Eric Gagne back in 2003. He was 55 for 55 in save opportunities. Currently, Munoz leads all of baseball with 16 saves on the year. He does have 2 blown saves, as I mentioned, even with a 0 ERA, and that is because of the ghost runner in extra innings. With his 16 saves through the first 48 games, Munoz is currently on pace for 54 saves on the year, currently on pace for 1 shy of what Eric Gagne got back in 2003. And I replied to a comment on my Instagram post this morning stating, hey, if Munoz has 5 blown saves, but has no earned runs over like 60 innings pitched, I think there's a good shot that he wins it still. The voters will have to look at the big picture, and if the blown saves are due to an extra runner on second base in extra innings and there's no earned runs, then essentially a blown save is not equal to what it was 10 years ago. So how did Munoz get to this point? Well, back in 2015, he signed as an international free agent out of Mexico with the San Diego Padres. Padres. He would end up debuting for the Padres in 2019, and at the deadline of 2020, Jerry Dipoto and AJ Preller made a trade. Keep in mind, however, that at the time of the trade, Muñoz was recovering from Tommy John surgery that same year. The Seattle Mariners acquired Andrés Muñoz, Ty France, Taylor Trammell, and Luis Torrens in exchange for catcher Austin Nola and relief pitchers Dan Altavilla and Austin Adams. The following offseason in 2021, Muñoz signed a 4-year, $7.5 million contract extension with the Mariners, which runs through this year. The Mariners have 3 club options coming up over the next 3 years. They will absolutely pick these up. The first one is next year for $6 million, then it's $8 million, then $10 million the year after that. So the Mariners got an incredibly team-friendly deal for those first 4 years of control, and now Muñoz is going to start really getting that paycheck, which he deserves, becoming the best closer in baseball. And here is the Baseball Savant page for Andrés Muñoz. His pitching run value as a whole is in the 93rd percentile. His breaking run value, so that slider, is in the top 1% of all of baseball. His expected ERA of 1.90 is in the 99th percentile in all of baseball. His expected batting average of 175 is in the top 3% in all of baseball. His average fastball velo of 98.6 is right up there. His whiff rate of 36.6% and strikeout rate of 35.9% are both in the top 3% of baseball as well. Barrel rate of just 2.5% is in the top 4% in all of baseball, and then his ground ball rate with a 75% ground ball rate is in the top 1% in all of baseball. If you're facing Muñoz, he's either striking you out or getting you to ground out. As for Bryan Woo, what a story to start the year. He is the only starting pitcher in all of baseball this year to pitch at least 6 innings or more in every start this season. Through his first 9 starts, he's gone 6 innings in 4 starts and more than 6 innings in 5 of those starts, while going a full 7 innings in 3 of those starts. He currently has a 2.65 ERA over 57 2/3 innings pitched. He has a 0.867 whip. He has an 8.6 strikeouts per 9 and just a 1.2 walks per 9. He is striking out 6.88 batters for every batter that he walks. His whip, walks per 9 innings, and strikeout to walk ratio are all 4th in baseball, and he is 1st in pitches per inning pitched with 13.98 pitches per innings pitched, which means that essentially Bryan Woo has been the most efficient starting pitcher in all of baseball as far as pitch count. Every time you're watching Bryan Woo, you're noticing that his pitch count is extremely low heading into the later parts of the game. By the time he's getting pulled, he's averaging just 89.5 pitches per game. Whereas a lot of starting pitchers, they'll run their guys 100 pitches plus. They've been relatively conservative with Bryan Woo. He did reach 100 pitches in his outing at the Athletics on May 7th, but he's only gone above 90 pitches in 4 of his 9 starts. If you're sending Bryan Woo out there, he's logging 6 to 7 quality innings. He's likely allowing less than 2 runs. You have a great shot at winning at that point. Just bring your bullpen in. Don't stretch him out more than he needs to. And after all, back in 2021, when he was at Cal Poly, before the MLB draft, he had to get Tommy John surgery. The Mariners drafted him in the 6th round of the 21 draft, and he has blossomed into the Mariners ace this year. As we're seeing, his stuff is right there with the best of them in baseball, especially his fastballs. His fastball run value, combining his 4-seam and his sinker, are in the 100th percentile in all of baseball, and he is either throwing a 4-seam or a sinker 67% of the time. And yet he is giving up just a 155 batting average against his 4-seam fastball. He's giving up a 254 batting average against his sinker. And he currently is giving up an 056 batting average against his slider, and he's giving up an 083 weighted on-base average against this pitch, which is the lowest of his arsenal. And the fact that he's doing this while the Mariners rotation has been plagued with injuries to start the year. George Kirby is set to make his first appearance tomorrow in Houston. Logan Gilbert is currently working his way back from the IL with a forearm strain. Bryce Miller is working back from the IL with the same as well. It's one thing to have Bryan Woo in your rotation. It's another thing to have Andrés Muñoz in your bullpen. To have them both on the same team doing what they're doing is special for us fans to watch. Do you think Andrés Muñoz or Bryan Woo should win the Cy Young this year? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Either way, make sure to like and subscribe to the Couch GM for more content like this covering the Seattle Mariners, and I'll see you in the next one.